Hey there, my name is Barrelroll, I'm a Resto Shaman from the Guild Method and I'm making this video to show you some of the new spells and talents which will be implemented in the upcoming pre-MOP patch 504, which is hitting the live servers this Wednesday. As you might have already noticed, there are only 6 tiers left where you can put only 1 point in each of these tiers. The first tier is a defensive tier where I choose Astral Shift. Simply because a X% damage reduction spell is always better than an absorb of a certain amount of damage. Especially on huge incoming AoE damage phases, the damage reduction is pretty strong. The second tier is more likely a crowd control tier. And it really depends on the encounter or whatever you're doing, where you actually put the talent point in. I'm tending to take the Earth Grab Totem simply because you're having an AoE CC. The third tier is somehow a utility tier, and the only viable option for a Resto Shaman is the Call of the Elements talent, but it only resets totems with a cooldown shorter than 3 minutes. When you hit level 60, you reach the next tier, and it starts to become really interesting because this tier will actually affect your healing output massively. I'm taking the Astral Swiftness on this one, because an instant heal can save someone's life. And the 5% spell haste passive brings you closer to certain haste breakpoints for your HOTS. I know that Echo of the Elements sounds kind of nice, but according to Wowhead and Elitist Jerks it only has a 6% proc chance, which is really bad. My choice for the 5th tier is definitely the Healing Tide Totem. This one is a pretty strong burst healing cooldown, and it also scales with Purification Mastery. The talent Conductivity sounds nice, and it might be okay on later tiers, on complete stacked up boss fights. But on the first tier of MOP I'm choosing the Healing Tide Totem. When I hit level 90 I'm taking the Primal Elementalist on the last tier, because your Fire Elemental can give you a buff that increases your healing done by 10%. Also the same with your Earth Elemental. If you do the math, you have a 36 seconds active Fire Elemental with the glyph, and shortly after you have a Earth Elemental for 1 minute, which gives you more than 1.5 minutes of 10% increased healing done, which is pretty sick in my opinion. There are also 2 new spells which affects the PvE section from the Resto Shaman. The first one is the Stormlash Totem, which gives your raid members a proc chance on their attacks and spells to deal extra nature damage. And the other new spell is Ascendance, which transforms you in a giant elemental, and your heals will be duplicated and distributed evenly among nearby allies. Okay, thanks again for watching. I hope to see you in Pandaria again, and remember to subscribe.